everybody, good morning. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. I'm so excited to share with you guys the newest member of our family, which is my beautiful girl, Primrose. Say hi. Prim is new to this house, but she's actually not a new cat to me. She was my beautiful, beautiful girl for about a year and a half, from the beginning of 2022 to about halfway through last year. Me and my boyfriend at the time already had a cat whose name was Augie, who is also a beautiful, beautiful girl, but she was a little lonely, so we decided to get her a friend, and we went to our local animal shelter and we found Prim. It was love at first sight with Prim. At the shelter, her name was Flora. She was super, super sweet. She immediately came up to the bars. She wanted to be pet. We actually stopped at her kennel and we didn't go any further. We decided this is the one. She was actually part of a trap, neuter, return program at the animal shelter, which basically means that she was picked off the street and she was spayed and she was meant to be put back where they found her. That's why she has the little tipped ear. They tip their ears so that they can identify cats outside who have already been spayed and neutered versus the ones that still need to be. But after her surgery and everything, they decided she was just way too sweet. There was no way that they could put her back out there. She was found with like 50 other cats that were all feral, but she was super comfortable with humans and she loved being pet. So I personally feel like she was probably a pet that got out and never made it back home, and she just happened to find herself with these cats. Either way, I'm super grateful that she got picked up and super grateful that she wasn't put back, because she is an absolute blessing in my life and I love her so much, and she deserves to be pampered like the little princess that she is. We did rename her after we adopted her. We actually struggled a lot with her name. We had a list, but none of them felt right. I was actually very scared that we would never find the right name for her because we had scoured the entire internet. We had looked at every single option, but me, my ex, and my ex-roommates had just rewatched the entire Hunger Games series, so the name Prim popped into my mind. She is the sweet little sister of the main character, Katniss. I told my boyfriend at the time and he immediately agreed, and that was her name. So last year when me and my ex broke up, we left our apartment. I moved back in with my parents, and at that time we had a third cat as well whose name was Arson, and we had talked months before we had actually broken up about what would happen to the cats if we ever did. Augie, our first cat, had a really strong bond with my ex, so I didn't want to tear them apart. And then the third cat that we had was the youngest, so he and Augie would constantly play while Prim was like the grouchy little lady that didn't want to be bothered and slept all day. So we decided that in the event of a breakup, he would keep Augie and the baby and I would keep Prim. Obviously this was a very heartbreaking decision, but at the end of the day it seemed like the best thing to do. He agreed to keep Prim safe for me until I moved back out and I could take her. But unfortunately a couple months ago he let me know that he was no longer able to care for any of them. This was obviously super, super stressful because I'm not allowed to have 3 cats here. At most, I was allowed to have Prim, as we had agreed that she was gonna be my cat, but I unfortunately could not keep all 3 of my babies here. My ex found a home for Arson, who was the youngest and the most playful and the most adaptable. And they also have a cat, so he will have someone to play with. And then I found a home with one of my friends for Augie, who also has a cat for her to play with. When I went to pick up Prim, I also took Augie with me for a few days before handing her off to her new home. It was so wonderful to see her, and I am so, so sad to part ways with her, but at least I know that I can see her and have updates on her whenever I want, which is amazing. I considered keeping Augie and finding a home for Prim, but Prim was just the best option to keep here since she is the most comfortable being by herself. She doesn't really need a playmate. And my parents have been kind enough to let me have a cat here at all. Since she likes to sleep all day, she was gonna be the easiest one to adapt to this house and this lifestyle. I did not expect to have Prim back in my life for a little while longer, so when I found out that I was gonna have her sooner than I imagined, I was super excited, so I went straight to the store to get ready for her.
Okay, we just got to Petsmart. I'm gonna go in there and grab a litter box and litter because I have a specific kind of litter that I used for her back when I had her that works really well and is my favorite. So I'm gonna switch her back over to that litter. Look at this sweet little baby. Oh my gosh. Hi. You're so cute. So this is the litter box that I used to have for her, and it worked really, really well for me, but it does cost $200. So I might wait a couple months and save up for that guy and just get a regular litter box for now. I want to get this one because I really want a corner one, but I know it's not super expensive, but it's more expensive than a regular litter box. But I like that it's in the corner. So one thing that I know for sure is that I need litter. This is the litter that I used to get her. I don't remember if we used to get it scented. I need to make sure that the scent isn't a bad thing. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, no, I'm really curious about that, but just in case, I'm gonna get the fragrance free. I think I will just get the corner one. Mission accomplished. So I've cleaned up my room so that it's nice and ready for them. I did put the litter box right here. My wonderful mom decided to get me my litter box for my birthday, which was just 2 days ago. So that's amazing, and that's gonna get here in a couple of hours. So as soon as it gets here, I'm going to set it up and put it in that corner, rehome those things. So that is just temporary for the first few hours that they're here. What happened? Lucky. Prim. Hello. Hi, Aki. Hi. This is Augie. Say hi, Augie. Do you want to say hi? Thank you. Oh, how are you? Hi, Prim. Hi. Hi, my loves. Hi. Hi. What?
Thankfully, I already knew that Prim would get along pretty nicely with my dog. My dog is very used to being around cats. He used to live with me and all of me and my roommate's cats for about a year or so. He did amazing. Prim also shows no interest in other cats, let alone dogs. And she's not fearful, which is great. It made the process very easy. And they've been doing great since. Now, when I got Prim from my ex, I was aware that she was going to be covered in mats.
Are you mad I'm taking your fur?
Guys, forget about the blood test. Don't push the girl down.
What are you looking at? Please don't do that.
He had been trying to get them out for quite some time, but I don't think that was working out very well. So the first thing that I did when I got her was make an appointment to get her groomed. Preferably have all the mats fully shaved off so that her coat could just start fresh and I could brush her regularly to make sure that it didn't happen again. In order to get her groomed, I needed to get her rabies shot updated, so I made an appointment for that, and they got me in right away, which was amazing.
Are you okay? No. How are you doing?
She did great. Everybody loves her. She's super tolerant and such a good girl. After her rabies shot, her grooming appointment was in about a week. I hired a mobile van to come groom her right outside my house. This way it was super easy. They came early in the morning. I got her into her carrier, handed her off, and an hour or two later, they gave her back to me, fully bathed, trimmed, groomed, claws done, everything. They actually didn't have to shave her down all the way, so she still looks pretty fluffy. Her tail wasn't matted, thank goodness. It was mostly just her chest and belly. I think she looks adorable. They put this huge flower on her collar, which I think is adorable too. We got mail! Alright guys, I got Prim this cute little pet feeder and water bowl because right now I'm just using Tupperware containers and that makes me sad. So I got this on Amazon. I thought it was super cute. Look how cute. It matches my room perfectly. This is like my wall and this is like my couch. It's just temporary because it is a little flimsy, I would say. I don't know how well it's gonna work. Eventually, I want to get her a cat water fountain because I think those are great. She used to have one, but I'm just a little broke right now, so we're starting with this for a little while. These also come right out, which is amazing. And this is actually an automatic dispenser as well. It comes with this little water bottle. I guess you put it in here and it automatically dispenses and stays full. So we're gonna test this out right now. I honestly love it. I think that's adorable. I think this definitely works for now. Do you want to check it out? No? Absolutely no interest. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed learning about Prim and seeing how she's been doing for the past month. I am so happy with her. I'm so excited to have her back in my life. It's honestly a huge weight off of my shoulders to know that she's here safe with me. I hope you guys love her as much as I do, and I can't wait for her to be in all of my future videos. If you want to see more of Prim, you can follow me on my TikTok and Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.